Hooded in red is Hecate, red-hemmed Artemis. Lift aloft your burning torch and bring the flute of the nocturnal hunt. The flow of life is in the hands of Hecate, and her burning light guides the way. Terror-ridden roar of bulls as the trumpets blasts, and hounds bay in search of their prey. The beasts of the woods shudder in their homes, and the screams fill the night air. None is safe from the nocturnal hunt, and Hecate guides the host of souls to their abode. The light of Hecate does not flicker, but illuminates the halls of the dead, and exalts in the company of fair Persephone. Bloodied red Hecate, we leave your monthly feast at the sight of your throne. Red-swathed Hecate has all roads laid before her, and merciful goddess greets those unfortunate who share her plate. The torch of Hecate is merciful, and in her embrace do we depart. Widow of the grave, Hecate, widow of death, Hecate, widow of change, Hecate, widow of the goat, Hecate, widow of the dog, Hecate, widow of fire, Hecate, widow of the whip, Hecate, widow of the torch, Hecate, widow of terror, Hecate, widow of the black cloak, Hecate, queen of the night, Hecate, queen of mists, Hecate, queen of blood, Hecate, queen of hell, Hecate, queen of darkness, Hecate, queen of the storm, Hecate, queen of murder, Hecate, queen of rage, Hecate, queen of the spider, Hecate, queen of the moon, Hecate, maiden of violence, Hecate, maiden of the light, Hecate, maiden of the key, Hecate, maiden of the gate, Hecate, maiden of Kerberos, Hecate, maiden of sorrow, Hecate, maiden of the triple path, Hecate, maiden of the triple head, Hecate, maiden of the crossroads, Hecate, maiden of the dagger, Hecate, mother of witches, Hecate, mother of phantoms, Hecate, mother of beasts, Hecate, mother of snakes, Hecate, mother of passion, Hecate, mother of thieves, Hecate, mother of the battle, Hecate, mother of willows, Hecate, mother of ecstasy, Hecate, mother of the black cow, Hecate, crone of sadness, Hecate, crone of wisdom, Hecate, crone of separation, Hecate, crone of the owl, Hecate, crone of fate, Hecate, crone of lunacy, Hecate, crone of the cat, Hecate, crone of the miserable sea, Hecate, crone of endings, Hecate, born of blood, the shedding of blood, Hecate, 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 the growing of roots, the pulling of roots, Hecate, 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 goat, widow, the blackest bitch, Hecate, 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 the darkest magic and the foulest of witch, Hecate, 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 birth, life, the glorious tomb, Hecate, 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 heaven, earth, the gates of hell, Hecate, 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 midnight, the new moon, the death of day, Hecate, 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 beasts, phantoms, the horror of ghosts, Hecate, Hecate, Hecate. Salutations to thee, O dark mother Hecate, who is radiant. Salutations to she who is the triple-faced nature, whose power creates, preserves, and destroys. Setting our minds upon her, we invoke your dark form. Salutations to her who is infinite, the eternal Trivia, Lucifera and Brimo. To her who is dark shining light of the moon. To her who is supreme bliss. Salutations to your dark form. Salutations to Hecate, who enables us to merge into the ocean of spiritual intoxication, who is creation and destruction of the universe. Salutations to your dark form. We prostrate ourselves before thee, who art once most gentle yet grave. Salutations to her who is the annihilator of ignorance. O Hecate, it is you who is the form of consciousness. Salutations to your dark form. O dark mother Hecate, who dwells in the form of chaos. Salutations to your dark form. O dark mother Hecate, who is the light in all beings. Salutations to your dark form, and may my head rest at your feet. O Hecate Brimo, I salute thee. Thou art the Fates, thou art Agrippa, worshipped art thou by gods, holder of athame, torch, whip. O Hecate Brimo, I salute thee. O Hecate Brimo, I salute thee. Mounted are thou on the back of snakes. Thou art terror, most formidable one, to the giant Clitus. Thou art remover of ignorance, O Dea Brimo, obstinance to thee. Hecate, fire queen, thou knowest all, giver of boons, thou art, formidable destroyer, remover of all pain and sorrow. Hecate, dark queen, salutations to thee, O Dea Brimo. Thou art giver of intelligence and success, and are both worldly enjoyment and liberation. Thou art the black star of the night, O Hecate Brimo, I salute thee. Thou art beginning without end, O supreme Dea Hecate. Thou art primeval power and born of magic. Salutations to thee, O darkest queen. Thou art both knowledge and bliss. Thou art terrible and great power. Thou removest all ignorance. O Hecate, devotion to thee. O Dea enthroned in bones, thou art female supreme, the ever-pervading light. Thou art the great mother of the worlds. O Dea, salutations to thee. O Dea clad on saffron, adorned with varied gems, mother and upholder of the world art thou. Hecate, Brimo, abstinence to thee, O dark snake queen Brimo. Devotion to you, I devote myself to thy divine wrath, and to thy torch, and to thy serpent. Prostrations to thy many-armed lady, Brimo, thy form of all consciousness, which destroys the trace of all ignorance. O dark mistress, revel thyself. O Pluto's residence, the Aphame, willed to end all foes. May that light become us. Protect us all, your devotees, which thou art queen, ruler of the night, redeemer of thy supplicants, occupier of sticks. We pray to thee, with living hymns to attain thee. Do plot to rid the world of ignorance, and peace and joy to reign on all. Divine physician, priestess of the crossroads, exalt in me thy being's grace. Thou Brimo, shining like a billion suns, thou blazing fire goddess of night, most blessed, enveloping all, in many directions, with thy lights, ranging with 1,000 rays, raising to heal the woes of men. This Hecate I propate, this black mistress who moves the sky, who blankets thy heavens. Saffron queen, bless us all. Trivia, we salute thee, as she has 1,000 eyes, as magic fills thy earth. To her we bow, queen with our gracious limbs. From the tip of thy great athame, slay the demon of ignorance. O thousand-eyed divinity, let thy devotee shine like Luna. Protect us from every side with thy torch of truth. O queen of the night, prostrations to thee, great goddess, ruler of the universe, three-eyed one, death, Clitus, black-necked one, thou death of death, the queen of worlds, all blessedness. Prostrations to thy golden-armed commander, wielding all forces of all direction, queen supreme, Hecate, bring thy mighty light to thee and to all. Askikataski, Iron Urion, Ir megasemnir paupapantiasemne. 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 Hecate de noctaluca, luca fere noria, Hecate tranifica, parca fortuna. Hecate de noctaluca, luca fere noria, Hecate tranifica, parca fortuna. Hecate de noctaluca, luca fere noria, Hecate tranifica, parca fortuna. Hecate de noctaluca, luca fere noria, Hecate tranifica, parca fortuna. Hecate de noctaluca, luca fere noria, Hecate tranifica, parca fortuna. Hecate de noctaluca, Lucifera Nuria, Hecate Trinifica, Parca Parca Fortuna. O Hecate, bringer of light, I honor the terrible queen of the crossroads. O Hecate, bringer of light, I honor the terrible queen of the crossroads. O Hecate, bringer of light, I honor the terrible queen of the crossroads. O Hecate, bringer of light, I praise the divine old woman of the grave. O Hecate, bringer of light, I praise the black maiden of passion. O nether and nocturnal and infernal goddess of dark, quiet, and frightful one, O you who have your meal amid the graves, night, darkness, broad chaos, necessity, hard escape are you. Your Moria, Arenas, torment, justice, and destroyer, and you keep Kerberos in chains with scales of serpents are you dark. O you with hair of serpents, serpent-girded, who drink blood, who bring death and destruction, who feast on hearts, flesh-eater, who devour the dead untimely, you who make grief resound and spread madness, come to my sacrifice, and now for me do fulfill this matter. Blessed be Hecate.